Welcome back. So I have a special surprise for you today. I reached out to SilverHolder. They do the ambient lighting for inside your car, and they offered me a box. So we're gonna install that today. I'm so excited to see these things. I've wanted them for a very long time. So here we go. So this is the box they came in. I've played with it a little bit, but this is what's inside. So these little tiny strips are your lights. So they're fiber optic. They do like a cool startup mode. These are more lights. These little black things, they shine like a door light almost. These are also more lights. They're for your wheel wells, or not your wheel wells, your like foot wells, so where your feet would sit in the car. It comes with your main controller. And here I've already got it plugged in to some stuff, and then sub-controllers for your doors as well. So to get this installed, I watched a different video on YouTube, and I think it's just easier if I pull out some of my dash. So we're gonna get to that. I'm going to pull that all out and completely destroy my car for the day. But hopefully by tomorrow I have working lights. Okay, so to get these out, I just use a flathead, get under the edges and pry them up. Because of my gate plate, I have to take my shift knob off to be able to pull that piece out. And then with this one, once it's out, you just give it some wiggles and it'll pop out as well. So this is where you've got all your plugs and stuff. So those all have to get unplugged. There's some down here for the cigarette lighter too on the back there. And once those are all unplugged, this plate comes out and then we can start running wires. I've got it unplugged, I've got it out. I'll show you what's going on here. So what they recommend is using the cigarette lighter. So that's this one. These are my heated seats. Obviously with the new seats, they're not heated, so I just have them usually zap strapped down here. So yeah, I'm gonna just plug the lines in and see if they work off this, and then we can go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug that into my cigarette lighter, and then I'm going to plug negative in with the negative and positive in with the positive, and then I'm going to tape these down here so that they don't move. And then just to check, okay, we got power there, and we got power there, and if you can see the little blue light in there, we've got power there too. I've spent like 10 minutes looking at this kit. I think I have it figured out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run 3 strips across the front. So I'm going to have one in this corner, one short one here, and then one longer one that goes across. I'm going to tuck them in these seams here between like the hard and the like softer plastic. And then it comes with some for the doors as well. So I'll do the same thing. Like I'll tuck it in here, kind of where I've done it there. They have separate controllers for the doors, so that's what these are. They're a sub-controller. You just find a power source in your door, and you can plug them in using these, which are other power adapters. So we'll have to do that as well. So what I'm going to do right now is run the foot lighting. So I've got one through, I've got to put one for the other side. They do come with, 4. So there's 2 that have a little bit of a shorter cable, and there's 2 that have a longer cable. Obviously I'm going to send the longer cables to the back, but I'm going to run those, and then I'll update you with a power video, and we'll see what they look like. So it is daylight, as you can see. I'm excited to see these once they are out in the dark. I was just going to grab one that's not tucked to show you. So this is the mode that it's currently doing. It's just doing like a rainbow flow. I do have it tucked under here. It's doing its thing. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep going. I'll update you as I get it more done. Okay, so I have one in. Let's see. It's pretty slick. I just gotta find a way to like hide this a little bit better. But I like that a lot. Okay, so got that side set where I want it. For this side, it's gonna slide through here. And then what I'm thinking is if I can get this vent out, which I'm pretty sure has screws here, so I gotta pop this side panel out. I can run it like this and then have the wires drop through the vent, which will drop down, and then I'll be able to catch them underneath and slide them back over so we can plug them in here. This strip is where I use that extension too that I showed you. Hold on. So this, as you can see, has like a female end and a male end. So this side will go into the controller, this side will go into the strip, and we can just kind of run it around so that I can plug everything in. So what I need is a Phillips to get that panel off so that I can get the vent out so that I can run some wires. So I'm going to do that. I think this install is fairly in-depth. But if you're comfortable with your car, you're fine. Okay, so I've got that one where I want it. This side, I'm going to run the strip right here. And then my plan is actually I'm just going to take this out. So I've pulled my fuse panel out. Take this out with this little screw. So once I run my line, I can tuck the wires through there. And it should drop basically right down to the floor. And then from there I can run my wires back over to my controller in my center. Okay, so it's in. Let's see there. So this is the extender that we've got. So it's got a female end and a male end. So what we're gonna do, okay, so we have the connector, I guess extender, connected. So what I'm going to do, this is all tucked where I want it, is we're going to take this and we're gonna dive it through the hole right here and then go straight down to where you can see my feet. And then hopefully I'll just be able to tuck it in nice and easy. And that's my driver's side done. Okay, so before I tuck it all, we're gonna do a test. And it works. All right, we are in the passenger seat and we have the strip installed. I just have to trim it and then figure out this mess and put my dash back together. I gotta tuck that one. I had to flip it around because it was going the opposite direction of the other two. But yeah, it's almost time to deal with all of that.
That's so pretty.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, here we go. Okay, so there is one more piece to this kit. I'm not going to run it, but I'll show you guys what it does. It's a little bit, it's a speaker and it says, "Hello, my master."
Hello, my master.
I don't know, it's just not my style, so I'm gonna just unplug it and leave it like behind the dash unplugged. If you wanted to run it, you could. Okay, so they don't send any like double-sided tape for the control modules, so I'm just gonna grab some of ours and cut a little chunk just so I can tape it up where I want it, so it's not rattling around under my dash because I've got enough going on in there as it is. And then the dash will be done. I can put it back together, wires are sorted, everything's ran for the dash, and then we pull my doors apart. All right, so tucked up under there. The voice box is tucked behind here as well. I don't know where I put that. But yeah, the wires, oh, right there. So the wires are tucked back there. And then I ran all of my other wires behind this bar just to kind of keep them out of the way. And then all of the spare or like long wires I've zap strapped with my heated seat connectors. These two are the power cables. So I've got to tape them into that so that they don't wiggle out. And then I'm gonna put my trim pieces back in. Okay, so I've got them taped red to red, black to black, and then taped the shield over top of them as well. I also ran the Bluetooth controller. It's under my speaker cover there, so you'll never see it, but there's not much in the way, so it still works. I'm just gonna plug everything back in, and then it should be good to go. Okay, so this is my other front light. They send you these strips, so I gotta put one on the back of it. Then we're gonna tap it up under the dash, and then the front will be done with those as well. Okay, so I changed the mode on this, so now it does this like washing blue pattern, which means that these do the washing blue pattern too. But, wondering how I did this? Here, I'll show you. All right, so inside of my driver's door card, what I've done is I've spliced these wires, well, I guess not spliced, but plugged them into the window, engine, motor, whatever. And then I double-sided tape this down. And then on the back of my door cards, they'll look a little different than like a regular Jenny Coupe because I took all of my matting out. It used to be red, and replaced it with black suede. So to do that, I had to melt all the plastic riv nuts off and replace them with screws. So I had to take all of the screws on the top line out so that I could get my line through. Slide the piece in there and then kind of like hold it as I screwed it back together, which locks it in place. So I'm going to get the door back together. I got to throw a zip tie on the lines, and then I'll show you finished product. All right, so the only thing I have left to do is put the rear footwell lights in. I'm not sure where I want to put them yet, but for tonight, I'm done. You want to see? So there's my driver's door, little strip over here, little strip there, my side lights, and you can see my wheel wells or my foot wells are going on both sides. And then I also have them back here. Like I said, I just haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet.
One, two. Goddamn Mario Kart.
I can't tell if Jordan's a fan or not.
It's very bright.
I'm in love with them.
Like, if you try to drive like that, you ain't gonna see the road. You're gonna be like, Mario just hit a little banana. And be like, wee! But you'll look cool while you do it. At least you can dim them.
Yeah. Hold on, I'll dim them. I can't do it while I'm recording because it's an app on my phone, but give me a second. So, this is dimmed down. That obviously is not. I have to do that on a separate app. But with it down like this, and if this one was off or like turned down, I think I could honestly drive with these. They're really tame, which is nice. Highly recommend. All right, so we have officially installed all my lights in a couple of hours, which is good. I had to make dinner in the middle of it. Obviously that takes time out. There are a few lights that I didn't put in just because I don't know what I want to do with them yet. So there's these ones. They're meant for like if you've got a light that shines off the bottom of your door. I don't have those. So honestly, what I was thinking is getting like some fiber optic cable and maybe doing a headliner. There's quite a few of these, so it would be able to kind of speckle in like all sorts of different places. I don't know. We're gonna have to just play with it. But for now, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll check you next time. See ya!